Hello everyone and people of YouTube. My name is Samantha Bright and this is my YouTube channel. Welcome. So today's video is going to be a little different. So I'm going to be doing something that's a little bit extravagant, a little bit glitter, a little bit glam, and it's mainly for festival season. I thought this would be a great thing to do for festival season. So if you guys are interested, then please keep on watching. But before we get into it, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this content. Don't forget to subscribe to me down below. And also before we get into it, on my neck right here is my best friend's jewelry line. She is a very talented jeweler. She has a very small company based in LA. She ships for free and it's all handmade products. So I'm gonna go ahead and link down her website and her Instagram page down below as well, just so you guys can get a better idea of what the products are like and what the jewelry is like. You can layer it and you can customize it to your own liking, and she can also customize certain things for you as well, which is really, really great. I love how she accommodates to people's personal needs. So yeah, this is what one of the necklaces look like. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the video. Go in. I'm just gonna start. Disclaimer, I've broken out so badly, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna make it look like it's not there. So let's just avoid that. And also another disclaimer, if my voice is kind of low in pitch, I just woke up. It is currently 9:23. I just woke up around 9. I wanted to film for you guys, so there's that. Okay, let's get into the video. So I'm gonna go ahead, my skin has been so dry lately, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil on my face before I begin. This is just some hemp seed oil that I like to use if my skin is a little bit chapped, just a little bit. So I tried filming this tutorial last night and I lost the lighting because it was like 5 p.m. when I started, and I finished around 7, but the light was like completely dim. You could still see me in the camera, but it wasn't there. So I'm just gonna, and I also skipped out on a bunch of stuff as well, so I'm just gonna do this over again as if it's for the first time, but I know what I'm doing. Okay, so to begin, I'm gonna go ahead and use the One Heck of a Blot primer from Soap & Glory. I love this stuff. It really does help me keep me matte. At first, I didn't really see a difference, but I really do enjoy it. Also, if you guys are, this tutorial is for those who are going to a festival. So if you're going to a festival, you need to wear sunscreen. There's a bunch of primers that have built-in sunscreen already. So I would definitely recommend using one of those, or even just your regular moisturizer, but just make sure at least 30. Or no, at most 30. You don't need anything more than 30. Because if it's more than 30, it doesn't really work. To kind of lighten up the high points of my face, I'm going to go with a MAC Strobe Cream in Gold Light. Add this. My gardeners are here, so if you can hear any lawnmowers, I genuinely apologize for that, because that's just not fair to you as my viewers. All 15 of you. And then I'm just going to take the remainder of that and just put it all over my face. Before foundation, let's go to the eyes, shall we? I picked up the Soft Glam palette and I'm so excited. So I love this palette. I've used it a total of 2 times because I'm too scared to play with it. But today we're just gonna go in. We're gonna go all in. We're gonna go in. So to prime my eyelids, I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, and I'm gonna take a Y15 brush and blend that out. Oh, I got the name right on the brush. Look at that. Look at me. I'm becoming a professional. Oh, I love mornings. I'm so happy. I love mornings. I never really wake up this early just because my schedule is so messed up. I have class at 2, so I usually wake up at like 10 or 11 and I'm just like a blob throughout the day. But I love waking up early. I love seeing what the day has to offer me. I'm also a cheese ball. There's that. And when I filmed it last night, when I filmed this tutorial last night, it was too dark for me to film an intro. That's how dark it was. Like, you couldn't see any of the detailing. I couldn't take pictures of it for my thumbnail. It was a mess. It was just a mess. So I'm gonna go in with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Transparent, and taking my Sephora brush, I'm just gonna pat that down on from my brow bone to my upper lash line. Does anybody else hate cleaning brushes? Because bitch, I do. Alright, so I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, and I'm going to take a Morphe M441 brush, just a fluffy blending brush, and go into the shade Orange Soda. Hi. And I'm just going to go in on my crease with this. And we're also going to be fanning out the shadow as well, winging it out a little bit. That way we can connect it with the lower lash line. And you also want to bring in the color all the way in to the inner part of the eye as well, just because we're going to be cutting out the front part of the lid for the cut crease as well. So you want to make sure that there's just as much pigment there as there is on this side. Now we're going to go into Dusty Rose, and we're just going to be following the same pattern basically. We're just going to be deepening up the crease a little bit more, but not as high up as the orange soda. And same thing, go on the inner. I'm going to take my R39, which is just a small tapered brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Mulberry, and I'm just going to tap this on my outer V just to place the color, and then I'm going to smoke it out once the color is in where I want it to be. And I'm also going to be bringing this in just on the upper crease on the inner half of my eye. Again, just to deepen it a bit more before we cut that out with the concealer. But make sure that the deepest part of the shadow is on the outer V, so it looks smoky like that. And now we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease. Cut the crease. And to do that, I'm gonna also go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. And this is how I like to cut my crease because I do have slightly hooded eyelids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glitter eyeliner on the outer half, just on the very, very outskirts of the crease. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place the doe foot directly on my eye and then open my eyes to its fullest length. And that way I can see where to cut the crease exactly. I look crazy. I'm so silly. I'm silly today. And I'm going to take my Morphe E39 brush, which is just a small detail brush, concealer brush, and I'm just going to grab whatever concealer is on my lid and play with it. And I'm just going to be cleaning it up. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy. And because I'm going to be deepening up the upper part of my crease as well, just a little bit. To detail out my crease, I'm going to be grabbing an E36 brush and grabbing orange soda once again. And you just want to lightly do this. You don't want to go in on your eye. Like, just like hold the brush fairly far back so you have more control, and it's a very light application. You just want to do small windshield wiper motions back and forth. And then now going into Dusty Rose, same exact thing. So that's as good as it's gonna get right now. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the same flat concealer brush, the E39, and I'm gonna pick up Rose Pink right over here with the remaining concealer still on it as well. Just that way it'll help pick up the pigment. And I'm also gonna spray some Fix Plus on here as well. And just go, oh, this color always amazes me. It's so pretty. I'm dying. Living, gagging, breathing, dying. And if you want, you can use your finger. I just like using this brush because of how detailed it is. But if you want to use your finger, by all means, go for it. It's your prerogative. And we're just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Grabbing the R39. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the detail part with the glitter. So I'm so excited about this. You guys are gonna love this. So I'm gonna grab an E37 brush, which is just a pointed detail brush like that. And I'm also gonna be taking this directly off the applicator of the Stila Magnificent Metals, and this is in the shade Smoky Storm. So I'm just gonna be rolling my brush all up in that. And I'm gonna be taking this directly on the outer part of the crease. This is my first time doing anything like this on my channel, or like ever, so I'm super excited about how it's turning out. It may not be according to some people's standards, but a lot of the things I do on my channel maybe not everyone's gonna like, and that's okay. Just as long as I like it and the people who are viewing it like it, that's all that matters. But if you don't like it, then you don't have to watch it. To quote Manny MUA, if you don't know who that is, then look him up because your life will be changed, because he's so cute and he's so good. Now to finish off the look completely, I'm gonna be taking the L'Oreal Infallible 12 Hour The Super Slim Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Black Noir. I'm gonna be taking this, and I'm not gonna be doing a wing liner. I'm just gonna be doing a straight line because I feel like the look is kind of crazy as it is. It's pretty extravagant. So I'm just gonna be doing a straight line across the lash line with this, just to hide the lash band and to add a little bit of thickness to my lashes as well. I'm gonna zoom you guys out, and now we're gonna work on the face. My little cat ears. So for foundation today, you are gonna need something that is budge proof, sweat proof, transfer proof, everything proof, and that is the Double Wear by Estee Lauder. I'm in the shade, I dropped it. I'm in the shade 2N1. I just dropped it and I started looking at it. I was like, fam, what are you doing? I have these little travel bottles because I get samples from Estee Lauder. So I'm just gonna put that on my dish. And taking my Y6 brush, I'm just gonna dip my brush into the product and buff this out on my face. And I like to stipple it just to ensure the most coverage I can get out of the product. I'm gonna do some color correcting on my breakouts just because they're very prominent and I wanna show you guys how to cover them up properly. Where is my color corrector? Hold please. Where are you? Okay, so that is nowhere to be found. So I'm not gonna be using that. But I do wanna show you guys how to properly conceal a breakout, especially if you have cystic acne like how I do. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be taking 2 different concealer shades and just basically walking through the steps with you guys as well. So I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Sand, and what this is going to do is gonna kind of balance out the brightness of the light from the Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm just going to be doing the surrounding parts of that. And this is not my skin tone by any means, but it's really important for you to use a concealer that is your shade to cover up any blemishes, because if you use something that's too light, it's just going to emphasize it, and if you use something that's too dark for your skin tone, I mean, that's just awkward, like having a dark spot on your face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an E8 brush and just blend this out, stipple it very, very lightly, so you can still see the rise in the breakout, but at least it's not as prominent in color. And then I'm going to be taking the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, just a very small amount, just to kind of blend that color in a little bit better with my skin tone. And I'm also going to be stippling this into the skin. And I also have this little baby right here. I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing over there. And just a concealer that is your shade, but if you don't have one, then it's important to just play with it and mix as much as you can, but you also don't want to overcrowd the breakout, because 1, that's not good for your skin, and 2, it just doesn't look natural that way. But this has been going down. It was really big yesterday, so, and I put some medication on it, I put some scar gel on it to prevent it from scarring, so hopefully that'll just pass. And to conceal as well, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. And I forgot to wet my beauty blender. Again, be right back. I'm a mess. Can we just talk about that for a second? What? Grabbing my Sonia Kashuk sponge and just pouncing on my face. And the concealer came off with my foundation. Great. Because this has happened to me before with this concealer and this exact same blender. So I'm just going to try and figure out what is happening here, because I've had the Shape Tape sit on my face for a long time before, but nothing has happened like that. Yeah, it was just really wet. Okay, something is going on with this blender. I'm not using this anymore because it's just not. It's not. I don't know what's going on with my face right now, but something is happening where the concealer is pulling off my foundation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start baking. So I'm using the Ben Nye Cameo powder to bake my under eyes. I'm gonna quickly dust off that bake. Bring it down. Kind of just blend it out with the rest of my face. I'm gonna go ahead and put some MAC Fix Plus on my face just to kind of blend all the powders together. Bring some moisture back into my skin and bring some life back into my face. And this way, the highlight will go on a lot better as well. Oh my god, my eye is itchy. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight using the MAC Double Gleam and my Morphe E60 fan brush. And just go in. And we're at a festival, you know? We gotta beam. We gotta be light and bright. Get it? Brighten up my life. For those of you who are wondering, Bright isn't a fake last name or anything. It's my middle name, actually. So that's why I go by that. My Instagram is that, both my personal and for my makeup page. Like everything is Samantha Bright, Samantha Bright. So that's basically why. Now I'm gonna go in with blush and bronzer. So for blush today, I'm actually gonna be using my Morphe palette, the 9B palette, and it comes with all of these different blushes in there. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here with a Morphe Y4 brush. Every time I say Morphe, someone has to drink because that's the extent that it's coming to. And also this brush is on its last limb. I have to get new brushes, but it's kind of fun. It's like a song. It's done. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up my skin now using the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronze Bronzing Powder and my e.l.f. complexion brush. I'm just gonna bronze up my skin with this. And then grabbing that Equal Tool sponge with the remaining baking powder, I'm just gonna lightly carve out the bottom of the cheekbone just to make it look a little cleaner. And now we're gonna move on to my nose contour, and I'm gonna be taking the Anastasia contour powders. Taking an E47 brush and the shade Fawn. And now grabbing a Morphe E20 brush, I'm just gonna blend all of that together a little bit more, make the lines look less prominent. I honestly love doing my nose contour. Like I think foundation, no, concealer, eyes, and nose contour are my favorite things. I can live without brows, I can live without lashes, but eyeshadow and my nose contour, I can't. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera, and I'm also gonna apply lashes and mascara, and then I'll be right back. And the lashes I'm using are the Crave lashes in the style Red Velvet. So lashes are on. So I'm gonna go back into the Soft Glam palette, and I'm gonna pick up the E36 brush that we were originally using for the crease, and I'm just gonna grab orange soda and put this on my lower lash line. Then grabbing Dusty Rose, placing it as well on my lower lash line all the way through from back to front. And then I'm going to be grabbing Mulberry on the same exact brush, just a small amount, and putting it mainly just on the outer part and dragging it upwards. Doing this is going to really help your eyes look bigger. And for my nose highlight, I'm going to go ahead and take this G27 brush and the MAC Double Gleam in between my brows, a little bit down the bridge, just a tad, just to give the illusion of like a brow bone highlight. Moving on, and for inner corner, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Fairy in the Soft Glam palette, and I'm gonna put that on my inner corner. So I'm taking that G27 brush, I'm just gonna dip into the shade Fairy and spraying some MAC Fix Plus on there as well. I'm just gonna put this directly on my inner corner. Oh, that's pretty. And last but not least, just top it off with a little bit Fix Plus. And for lips today, I'm going to be taking the Lancome lip liner in the shade Bronzelle. And topping off with No Shade by Dust of Colors. And topping that off with the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in Champagne Glam. Okay guys, so this is the final result. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Oh my god, look at my highlight. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, then please give me a thumbs up and like it down below, and also don't forget to subscribe to me right here, I think it is. I've had such a great time creating this look. It's something totally new for me. I've never done something this dramatic or this extravagant before, I want to say. Something that's two-tone and something that's just completely out of my comfort zone. So thank you for that. Thank you for allowing me to get the opportunity to do that for you. And again, I'm going to go ahead and link down below Alili Ko's necklace line as well. And I'm also going to link down their Instagram page as well. But until next time, thanks guys. Bye.